I'm just happy to be here. Hi everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Michaela, and if you read the title, today's video is going to be a Q&A, a get to know me, a dive into who I am, what I'm about, and I just thought this was like the perfect first video to make on my channel. I went ahead and left a question box on my Instagram story not too long ago, and I did get quite a few questions. So if you want to stay up to date with me and partake in activities like that sometimes, definitely follow me on Instagram. It will be linked in the description box below, but I'll also have it somewhere here on the screen. I'm active every day on Instagram. So unlike YouTube where you may be waiting around for a video, you can definitely tap in with me on Instagram or even TikTok. Sometimes Twitter, but Twitter can be messy though, but mainly Instagram. While I answer the questions, I am gonna do my makeup. This is just my everyday makeup routine. Not that I wear makeup every day, but if I had somewhere to go, this is the look I would do. So yeah, without further ado, I don't want to ramble too much because I know I'm gonna talk a lot in the video. Welcome or welcome back to my channel, and don't forget to subscribe. Also turn on that little bell for the post notifications so you guys know every time I post a video. I don't have like a consistent YouTube schedule yet, but I know I have a few videos that I want to do, and I'm gonna get those out to you guys. Also, if you guys have any video ideas, videos that you just like to watch, videos that you want to see from me, definitely drop them in the comments below. I will definitely be reading the comments. I'll check that out. I would really appreciate that. So yeah, if you guys want to see how I did this look and know a little bit more about me, then just keep on watching. Okay guys, so I'm about to start my makeup and start answering the questions, but I did go ahead and do my eyebrows off camera. If you guys want to know how I do them, I do have a mini tutorial on my Instagram and my TikTok. So if you're not already, definitely follow me on there. I will leave my name somewhere on the screen, and all of my social media handles are the same. And before we get into the actual questions, I do want to do just like a rundown of like the basics about me that I think you guys should know. So obviously, first things first, my name is Michaela, and I am 25 years old. I will be 26 in a couple days. I am a Libra. I'm from the DMV area, Prince George's County to be exact, or PG County, Pretty Girl County. No, but for real, I was born in Clinton, Maryland, born and raised. I moved around a little bit in Maryland, but I currently still reside in PG County. I'm currently a full-time entrepreneur. I run 3 businesses by myself. I'm a full-time professional makeup artist. I'm a licensed esthetician and a full-time content creator. I think that pretty much sums up like the basics about me, and now we're gonna get into the questions and do my little everyday makeup look. This is not a tutorial by any means, but if you guys want a tutorial on this look, definitely leave me a comment down below. And also, I'm not gonna be talking about like any products or brushes, but everything will be listed and linked down below if I can find it. So I do have all of the questions on my phone, and we're just gonna run through them and do some makeup. Also, if you guys see me looking this way, I do have my mirror right here because I gotta see what I'm doing on my face. So the first question that I got is basically like the elephant in the room. Where did all your videos go? So if you guys have never seen me before, never seen any of my videos, good, because I took all of them down. So to answer the question, I was on YouTube before during the years of 2016 to about 2021, I would say. I was really trying to be consistent on YouTube, and I could just never get a consistent schedule. And to be honest, I just personally feel like I've grown from obviously who I once was through different experiences. I just feel like my aesthetic has changed. I feel like certain things that I had put out in my videos didn't need to be shared. So it's more or less like if you saw it, you saw it. If you didn't, good. And I feel like more so to sum up the answer to that question is just like I'm at a different place in my life, and I feel like I can be a lot more consistent and actually pursue YouTube as a career, as whereas before it was just something I wanted to do, but like it was whenever I could do it. So overall, I just felt like I really wanted a do-over. I wanted to start over. Like I said, I feel like I've changed as a person. I've grown up. My aesthetic has changed. I just decided to take all of the videos down. None of the videos are deleted. Like, I can see them, but you guys can't see them. So they're just on private. So I didn't lose any of the memories. I didn't lose, any of that footage. It's just more so of me having a clean slate. Also, I felt like I just kind of put out any type of content. I really didn't have like a game plan, but I definitely have found my niche. And I know like my target audience and who my videos are for. So I feel like I can produce content that people want to see, that the girlies want, you know what I mean? So yeah, we're just starting fresh, and welcome back to my channel. The next question is, how did you lose your hand? So this question I get a lot, and I'm honestly only going to answer it one time and one time only. So if you guys don't know, I am born with partial left arm, and the answer to the question is I was born like this. I did not lose my hand. I never had it. So if you guys see any pictures of me, you guys will notice, or some people don't even notice, but I am missing half of my left arm from my elbow down. And yeah, that just makes me me. I was just born differently. And y'all wanna know a little secret? The doctors never saw it in ultrasound, in sonograms. They told my mom I had 10 toes, 10 fingers. And when I came out, I got 10 toes, but I only got 5 fingers. But yeah, that's it. There's no crazy story. I know I joke around a lot sometimes, and I tell people that I got bit by a shark or that I got into some type of accident, but that's all for play, honestly. I was just born like this. Okay, my bad, y'all. I had to go off camera real quick and set my face, and this Huda Beauty powder, gonna do it every time. The next question is, what's the best thing about being a mommy? And there's actually quite a few questions about me being pregnant and my experience. And I'm definitely gonna do a separate video of like my birth story and my experience being a mom. So before I get into that question, yes, I do have a daughter. I had my daughter in September of 2022. So she is 2 years old now. It's literally crazy. Her second birthday just passed. And I'm still like, what? Me? A mom? No, stop it. But really, to just sum up the question about like my experience being pregnant and what's the best thing about being a mom, I think for me personally, being a mom is everything. I feel like that is my sole purpose on this earth, was to be a mother. And I honestly believe that I was put here to be my daughter's mom, if that makes sense. Like, I love everything about being her mom, even the bad things, like, she not listening, us going head to head, and yes, them terrible twos. Yeah, they started. And they started even before she was 2. But I have a Virgo on my hands now. But honestly, I had a beautiful pregnancy in itself. I carried very well. She treated my body very well. Even my labor process, it didn't go as planned, but it was still very smooth, very seamless. And my girl just said, it's my time, let me out. Are you ready? Because I am. And here we are today. So I'll definitely get more in depth about like my pregnancy experience and more into being a mom in the birth story, pregnancy experience, mommy video, because that's one of the videos that I really wanted to do and knew that I had to do when I was coming back to YouTube. So definitely keep your eyes out for that. I feel like I'm flying through my makeup and not flying through these questions. But there are a few questions that were the same, so I kind of just like compile all those together and then pick the other ones that I wanted to answer. So moving on, the next question is, what's something traumatic that you've gone through that helped mold you into the person that you are today? Woo, y'all want me to unload. And that's another thing with YouTube. I feel like I can be a little bit more myself. I feel like I can be a little bit more vulnerable through videos, because unlike short form content, you can't really go into deep. You can, but it would be like multiple parts. Like TikTok, for example, you only have a certain amount of time. With YouTube, I can upload a video for however long I want. So that's something I'm very excited about, getting back into YouTube. I feel like I can kind of just dump. So to answer this question, honestly, I feel like growing up different has molded me into the person I am today. I feel like that's a little cliche. I feel like you guys would expect me to say that, but I feel like nobody really knows what it's like to look different than anybody else if you don't look different than everybody else. You know what I mean? Obviously, I was bullied all throughout life. Honestly, up until like high school, I was still bullied, cyber bullied, physically bullied. Nobody was like, give me your lunch money, but you know, just talking about you or saying that you can't do this, and just going through life like that at such a young age and having to always defend myself or explain myself or always answer, what happened to your arm? You know, that question just never stops. Even as an adult, like people see me in public, they're like, oh my God, you know, like, were you born like that? Did something happen? And then I gotta go into the spiel. And I mean, I wouldn't say that's a traumatic experience, but like it's definitely changed me. It's changed my outlook on life, my perspective now that I'm older. And there are a couple other experiences that I feel like have molded me to be who I am today. For example, both my parents battled with addiction. Pills, drugs, alcohol. So growing up in like that type of an environment, that could definitely mold me into who I am today. I don't smoke. I don't drink unless it's like a special occasion, or I would call myself like a social drinker, but completely different than like what my parents were. I would say not that I remember too much of it, but just my parents' divorce when I was like 2 years old and not having like a male figure around, a consistent male figure around. I feel like we all got daddy issues, but nobody's ready to talk about it. Another thing that I went through, my mom got really sick when I was like 8-ish, 9 years old, and I just had to like step up to the plate. I am the oldest sibling, so there was things that like I felt like I had to do for my family. And just without getting, you know, too deep too quick, life just be lifing, okay? And I feel like my life has just been lifing since I was born, if that makes sense. So I don't want to go like too deep on like all of my childhood trauma, but yeah, those are just some of the experiences that I feel like have molded me to being the woman I am today. Also my pregnancy, not me being pregnant physically, but what I endured during my pregnancy has definitely changed me, molded me to be the woman I am today. And honestly, I am super grateful for every experience and everything that I went through in the past, because I feel like I am living in my truth. I am who I'm supposed to be, and I couldn't be more happy with the woman I am today. And that girl that I used to be could never touch the woman that I am now. And I stand here to tell my story, and I have a testimony, and I know that everybody goes through things and I'm not alone. So I am super grateful and super blessed for everything. Okay, that was just a lot, and I honestly forgot that I was supposed to be doing my makeup, and I wasn't trying to unpack too much on y'all, but we only have one more question left, and to be honest, this is my favorite question out of all of them. So I'm just gonna finish my makeup real quick, do my lippy, and then I'll come back and answer the last question. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. I just had to add some finished touches, and now I'm about to answer the last question. And like I said, this is my favorite question out of all of them. It is, what is something you would tell your past self? If I could have a conversation with my past self, I would just tell her to keep going. And ooh, I don't know why that just made me emotional. I am not about to cry on the first video. Y'all will see me cry because I am definitely a cry baby, but not today. I feel like I am my worst critic, which I feel like a lot of people can relate to. I am such a perfectionist that sometimes it like eats me alive. But I just feel like if my past self knew where she would be today, she would be so proud of herself, and she would not worry, and she would just throw her hands up a lot sooner and give everything to God, which is basically where I'm at in life right now. I am on my walk with Christ, and I've even started going back to church and getting my daughter in church. I used to go to church as a kid, so getting back into it, gaining that relationship with God has definitely opened up my eyes. I would just tell her, like, you're gonna be okay. Like, life is so crazy because I'm literally living dreams that I once prayed for. And who knows where I'll be in 6 months from now and what I will be wishing that I could tell myself right now. But to sum everything up, to Michaela in the past, you're amazing. You are so strong. And I know people don't tell you a lot, but you are an amazing mom. I love you. Continue to love yourself, even if others don't. I wish I could honestly just like hug myself right now. Honestly, I tell myself this all the time, but everything happens for a reason. Trust the process, stay a course. I will also like to tell myself to stop opening your mouth to people that are not worthy. Stop telling people your dreams. Stop telling people things that you want to do. If I knew then what I know now, I really would just keep my mouth shut. And that is one thing that I had to learn throughout this process. People will truly prey on your downfall. You are going to go through some crazy things, some crazy battles. Life is going to throw you for a loop, girl. But you got this. And just continue being you. Okay guys, so that pretty much wraps up this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. My first YouTube, not my first YouTube video, but my first video back on YouTube, and my first video to some of you, because some of you may have never seen me. But yeah, I'm just happy to be here. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also turn on your post notifications so you guys know whenever I post a new video. Hopefully you guys can relate to some of the things that I was talking about, and you guys got to know me just a little bit better, and you will get to know me more in depth throughout this YouTube journey. And I'm just so grateful to be able to start this back up with you guys and grow a community. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. I'll be on it always.